morning, Belen. I'm Frankie Menendez.
And I'm Tavo Roig. Welcome to this edition of WBLN for today, March 8th, 2016. Breaking overnight, a harrowing scene of panic and chaos. A packed commuter train derailing 45 miles east of San Francisco after hitting a downed tree on the tracks, sending a train car full of passengers plunging into a swollen creek.
It was wrong side. I held on to the rails, and right then the train flipped over.
I was thrown out of my seat.
All 214 aboard miraculously managing to make it off the train alive. Officials saying 9 injured, 4 critically, but not life-threatening.
I imagine the terror and the angst that went through their mind when that was going on. Very fortunately, nobody was killed in this incident.
The commuter train was traveling from Silicon Valley to Stockton in Central California when it derailed.
It's still scary, but you know, somebody was watching over us tonight. Everybody got out, and everybody's going to hopefully be okay.
Tomorrow, Wednesday, March 9th, the middle school students will take the Iowa ITBS test. The Iowa test is a basic skills, it's a nationally standardized achievement test for K through 12 students. What that means is that you can compare students' scores from across the country in reading, language arts, mathematics, social studies, and science. Middle school students are to report their homerooms directly or test rooms if they're different at 7:55 a.m. Homerooms 6C, 6E, and 6H must directly report to the Coscuela dining hall. Remember to bring several number 2 soft lead pencils with erasers and not mechanical. Lunch will be served during 4th period. Students may bring a back book to read between test sections. No cell phones, book bags, or iPads will be allowed in the test room. Remember, only middle school students will have early dismissal on those days. Students will make sure to get a good night's sleep and have a good breakfast. Good luck, guys.
The College Counseling Office will offer Bright Futures workshops to assist students in completing their Bright Futures applications on March 15, 16, and 17. Please join us in room E210 at 3:15 p.m. Registration for the Midwest College Tour is underway. The tour will take place June 13th through the 16th, and the schools we are visiting include the University of Chicago, Northwestern, Loyola Chicago, DePaul, Notre Dame, and the University of Michigan. Please stop by the College Counseling Office during homeroom or after school for registration information.
Erin Andrews has been awarded $55 million in her lawsuit against the National Hotel, in which she was filmed while changing clothes in her room. The hotel corporate owners and the man who did it and uploaded the footage to the internet. Andrews had asked for $75 million in her lawsuit over the 2008 incident, claiming ongoing emotional distress from the episode, and the video's continued existence online.
Question number 1. Way that you answered the following question was
This 37-year-old Fox Sports and ABC reporter was working for ESPN at the time, and she grew tearful at several points during her testimony, and when the jury was shown the video, in which she appears nude. Her attorneys claim the Nashville Marriott, owned by the West End Hotel Partners, was negligent in allowing Michael David Barrett to learn of her room number and rent his own room adjacent to hers.
Joint military drills between the U.S. and South Korea got underway yesterday, and North Korea is threatening nuclear action. The Hermit Kingdom says it will launch an indiscriminate nuclear strike, responding to what it considers aggression on the part of its enemies. The news was announced in a statement by the National Defense Commission of North Korea and published in the state-run Korean Central News Agency. This is not an uncommon threat North Korea has threatened before, and these kinds of threats are typical around the time of annual military exercises. About 17,000 U.S. forces will participate in the joint military exercises with South Korea. According to United States forces, 2 exercises, Key Resolve and Full Eagle, will run until April 30th.
Okay, guys, here's your scoop for the day. Stay tuned as we bring you weather and sports right after these messages.
Good morning, Belen. Looks like a great day out here. Minimum rain and very sunny. Take a look at the Doppler. As you can see, not that much wind, not that much rain coming around here. Looks like virtually nothing going on. Great day for track and field today also. Keep that in mind. Let's take a look at the highs and lows for today. Today, we'll have a high of 78, a low of 69, relative humidity at 57%. It's going to be pretty windy with 19 miles an hour wind and precipitation at 10%. Let's take a look at the next 3 days. Throughout the whole week, we'll have highs in the high 70 to low 80s and lows in the low 70s. Partly cloudy days throughout the week. That's all for what. Now back to sports.
Thank you, Frankie. The Belen Jesuit Varsity Lacrosse team traveled to Coconut Grove last night to take on district rival Ransom Everglades. Danny Dagger had a season career high of 9 goals and 5 assists. Gabby Garcia, 5 goals, 2 assists. Brian Pasquale, 2 goals, 2 assists. Dieter Prussing, 2 goals, 2 assists. Patrick Adrian, 2 goals. Adrian Ray, 1 goal, 1 assist. Robert Fernandez, 3 assists. Johnny Powell, 2 assists. Matt Salas had 9 saves. In net final score, your Wolverines 21, Ransom 7. Belen's record is now 12-0, the best in the school's history. Next game is versus Miami Country Day on Wednesday. The JV lacrosse team also traveled to Ransom Everglades and defeated the Raiders 9-7. The Wolverines started off slow in the first half, but were led by a strong defense and a strong performance by Jojo Parlate in the cage. In the second half, Alex Candela had an outstanding performance in the cage, and the offense was led by Patrick Perez with 3 goals, Carlos Diaz with 1, and Justin Hernandez with 1 goal. Other key performers for the Wolverines were Adrian Hernandez and Franco Rivera. The Wolverines take on Miami Country Day Spartans on Wednesday afternoon. On Friday, the Wolverines were led by an outstanding pitching performance by Gabe Gonzalez, who pitched a complete game, striking out 8. Christian Del Castillo had a 2-run triple for Belen as the team stayed atop the district with the win. Belen 4, Sunset 2. The Wolverines traveled to Cardinal Gibbons today. The varsity water polo team will play Columbus at the Ransom Pool today at 7. The middle school water polo team plays Ransom at 4. The varsity track and field team will host a quadrangular meet. Competition begins at 3:30 p.m. The varsity volleyball team plays at Killian. Match time is 7. Tennis star Maria Sharapova announced that she has failed a drug test at the Australian Open and takes full responsibility for it. The 28-year-old says she legally has taken Mildronate, also known as Meldonium, for the past 10 years. Meldonium was banned starting January 1st, 2016, as she received the list of banned substances in December from the World Anti-Doping Agency, but she failed to look at it. Sharapova says she has made a huge mistake and that she has let down her fans. She is one of the game's biggest stars and been the highest paid female athlete for 11 straight years. That's all for sports. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Ricky. Because Lent is a time to prepare for the passion, death, and resurrection of our Lord, we want to invite everyone to participate in the traditional Lenten practice of accompanying our Lord on his way to Calvary.
Every Friday during Lent, we will be reflecting on the Stations of the Cross in the Garrido Plaza. This will happen during homeroom. Please come out and witness your faith by participating in this Lenten activity. Everyone is invited.
Be sure to follow us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook for all the latest news and pictures. I'm Frankie Menendez.
And I'm Tavo Roig. From everyone here at WBLN, have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and stay golden, Wolverines.